Whether we realize it or not, the singers whose performances tend to impress, impact, move, inspire, and entertain us the most are those who display musical sensitivity. Possessing musical sensitivity means understanding when the voice should be soft and when it should be loud, when to follow the pitch, rhythm, and structure of the composition to a T, having an idea of how the music is supposed to be played, and when to slightly alter the phrasing or melody line so that a different emotion is created or a change in story is indicated, being able to express different emotions with the voice, as well as when and how often we should add vocal effects and when to keep the interpretation simple and clean. If we only ever sing loudly right from the start of the song, we will tire the ears of the listener and there will be no place for us to go, dynamically speaking, no place to build from because it's already as big as it can get. If we only ever sing softly throughout the entire song and never alter our dynamics, the listener may struggle to resist the urge to fall asleep. Many singers are one-trick ponies. They sing every phrase in every song the same way. They show no variation in their approach or versatility in their singing. This would be the equivalent of the pianist playing every note of the piece at the same dynamic. She can play. She has the technical skills and sight reading abilities to play the notes on the page, and she believes that she's playing to impress. But after a while of hearing no movement or variation in the music, she begins to lose the attention of her listeners. In most cases, these kinds of singers who sing everything the same way lack both musical sensitivity and the technical ability to create a wider variety of sounds and qualities. Oftentimes, it's because they haven't fully explored the possibilities, what their voices are capable of doing. So they stick with what they know, what they're comfortable and confident with, but they aren't necessarily analyzing their singing from the perspective of the listener or thinking as artists. And this is because they lack musical sensitivity. Others want to show off everything they can do, and they saturate their songs with every vocal effect and melisma and quality that they know how to produce. It can come across as self-indulgent. We have to remember that although we sing because we enjoy it, we perform for the audience. And the audience doesn't want to feel as though it's witnessing a private moment on stage. It wants to feel as though it's taking part of that experience, or taking part in that experience. And if we overuse any one vocal effect, beginning every phrase with vocal fry or singing every word of the entire song with the same degree of distortion or rasp or breathiness, or doing a throaty growl a dozen times before we've even gotten to the first chorus, or if we're too musically busy inserting riffs and runs at every possible place and never just sitting on a single note and allowing it to be, we're not displaying musical sensitivity, and we risk losing our audience's attention and appreciation. While those vocal effects and displays of our vocal ability can be impressive and can be very effective in giving the song different textures and colors, there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. After the umpteenth time of hearing it, the novelty starts to wear off, and it just stops being as impressive to the listener. And sometimes it starts to come off as sort of a cheap party trick that was sort of mildly entertaining only for the first time that it was performed. The singer with good musical sensitivity understands this. The musically sensitive singer uses dynamics as well as vocal effects and qualities strategically, which sometimes means using them sparingly or not using them at all. So, know when and how to use vocal effects and vocal gymnastics so that they'll have the greatest impact on the listener. It's as much about timing as it is about being able to execute these skills from a technical standpoint. Let others whose musical tastes and understanding of music you trust listen to your singing or your song interpretation. Ask for their honest opinions about whether or not you are using too much or too little of a good thing. Does the vocal riff suit the style of the song? Does it work where you have it? If not, could it be removed or cut down a bit, simplified, in order to improve the artistic aspect and impact of the performance? Do you keep using the same vocal effect ad nauseum? Sometimes it's hard for us to take a step back and really be objective about our art. So get several trusted opinions and feedback and be really open to constructive criticism. Don't take it as a personal attack. Take it as people who care about you and are trying to help you create the best art that you can possibly create. In the recording studio, we have producers who can help with some of this. Without a producer, we can ask others or record ourselves and listen back as objectively and humbly as possible. Over time and with more experience, our musical sensitivity does tend to improve. We start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. We stop feeling so desperate to impress the listener that we start creating tasteful as opposed to tacky art. And when I say tasteful, it has nothing to do with musical style. It's about not slapping on so much makeup, so many cosmetics, that your song looks like a clown that no one can take seriously. And sometimes this is a matter of learning to trust and appreciate our bare naked voices, trusting that our natural tone, technical skills, the ability to express emotion will be enough to impress, move, and draw the listener in without all that gaudy, showy additions. Once we start trusting and believing in our voices, we start making better, more tasteful, purposeful, and powerful artistic choices. You are always welcome to let me know what you think of this video by leaving a comment below, messaging me on the SingWise Facebook page, or emailing me at karen@singwise.com. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel so that you'll receive notifications whenever I post new videos. Take care.